Well, hello again, everyone. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond. You are watching WPBA Billiards on YouTube. This is the Derby City Classic 9-ball division. We've got our number one ranked player, Kristina Tkach, in round 7 here at Derby City Classic. Both of these players are on their rebuy, so this is an elimination round matchup. I think it's a pretty tough draw for both of them. Kristina Tkach wins the lag. This is a race to 9. 9-ball on the spot. They're going to break from the break box. We just finished watching. If you didn't see it, it was a great matchup between Shane Wolford and April Larson. We do have it on our YouTube channel if you want to go back and watch it at a later date. April did lose 9-7, but she played stellar. She had a couple really nice runouts, and she was definitely in that match. I do think April had a rebuy, so she may be back in action shortly. Probably headed to the rebuy booth as we speak. But here we are, folks. Kristina Tkach, the Crystal, WPBA's number one ranked player, versus Louis Demarco. Breaks dry, unfortunately, and I've spoken about this in other matches throughout the event. That's going to be the one thing I think that is a little more difficult for our ladies. But let me just talk to you about how fantastic this event has been for the WPBA girls. The 4 ladies signed up and played in this event. They're down to 30 players here, and 3 of them are WPBA women. So it just goes to show that the level of talent on the WPBA is exceptional. And obviously we're going into our 49th season here with the WPBA, and just getting stronger. 500 players in this event, and we're down to 30 players, and 3 of them are from the WPBA. It's pretty impressive. Hi, Tortured. Nope, yep, I'm still doing that. I'm going to work through the afternoon. I just wanted to make sure to get these ladies in their proper place for the WPBA girls. They deserve a lot of attention, and they're having an exceptional event. After this event, I'll be back. No worries. All right, so this is kind of a bad roll for not just Louis, but also Kristina. Missing the 3, drawing it up in the pocket the way he did. Kristina may be able to slow roll bump this 3. We'll see. Looks like she's going to go back and get her extension. Kristina is a Predator-sponsored player. I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, obviously it's not good because Louis can make the 3, but I couldn't tell if she clipped the 9 on the way in. Lots of great matches going on at the Derby City Classic. For any of you who are not familiar, you can go to digitalpool.com, go to the tournaments tab, and click on Derby City Classic 9-ball. Make sure you're getting the 9-ball and you're not getting the 9-ball banks, because there is a difference. Mickey Krause and Jeff DeLuna are currently 8-8. Sky Woodward and Francesco Candela. Candela's in the lead 7-6 over Skylar Woodward. Jeremy Seaman, a Michigan native, is playing Fedor Gorst at the moment. Gorst is up 1-0. So lots of good stuff. Pia Filler is playing Mark Vidal. They're just getting started. So lots of good action out there. If you haven't already purchased the pay-per-view feature stream, you definitely should do that. But we thank you for tuning in here to the WPBA Billiards. All right, Louis Demarco takes rack 1 over the crystal. That's, you know, I would have preferred to see him make the 3 and then run out, because Kristina, you know, he misses, and Kristina's like, oh, I might have a shot, and then, just kidding, no shot. All right, you guys. Whoops, my dog was barking. I had to mute the mic for just a minute. I'm trying to get her to not tell all the neighbors that she's awake this morning. All right. So Kristina, this is our first real look at Kristina. She did have a little tap shot she could shot in the last rack, but it wasn't really very productive. She can thin the left side of the 1 ball of our view, if she'd like. Try to get the cue ball back down table, or she can bank the 1 up and out. Leave the cue under the 3-8. We'll see what she chooses to do. There's a couple different ways she can go about this. All right, so that worked out. The 7 ball played for a nice blocker ball. I do think Louis can see the 1. I just don't know what he can do with it. If he can bank it out of there, put the cue into the 8 ball, he might be able to get it to hide behind, you know, get it past the 7 ball up table. We'll see what Louis chooses. All right, so a bit of a testing shot on the 1, but, you know, she definitely has a shot at it. Swish. She hit that great. Kristina's been playing really well. Other than her match against Josh Filler, which is her 1 loss in this event, she has not really given her opponents many opportunities. She's, I think up until her match against Louis, or Joshua, she'd only given away 2 racks in the whole event at that point. So Kristina's definitely showing her class. We're very, very proud of these ladies. They have represented the WPBA so beautifully. Very, very nice execution. Kristina Tkach. Kristina will probably play this ball 2 rails back out to the set, out for the 9. She's going to catch the 3rd rail. That's okay, though. Nothing wrong with that. This 9 ball to tie this matchup between Kristina Tkach and Louis Demarco. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to look. I think Pia is getting started in her match. Let's just really talk about how impressive these ladies have been. 4 ladies from the WPBA in this event. 3 of them are still in this event, going into round 7. It has been absolutely amazing to watch. Angela Janik, unfortunately, she lost late last night, but she still represented herself well. Rough event to get into. It's a rough event as far as timing. Late night matches are not always everyone's favorite. We're pretty spoiled at the WPBA. We don't put a lot of pressure on these girls to run marathon events. So it is tough, you know. It's a completely different environment at Derby City, but I think they've done exceptional. Pia is still winning. Kristina is still in this. April just had to buy back going into the 7th round, so that's impressive all by itself. And her match could have gone either way. She maybe could have, you know, she could have won that match against Shane Wolford. You know, Kristina Tkach, her drawing Josh Filler 3rd round, and then only losing 9-5 and having a couple wrecks that really could have gone her way in that match. So these ladies have done an exceptional job of representing themselves, the sport, and the WPBA, and we couldn't be prouder. All right, so she doesn't get the breakout on the 2. She's going to get fortunate here. Nice little roll there for Kristina. I mean, you get one, you give one, right? She took a bad bump on the 3 ball that Louis missed earlier in the 1st rack, so turnaround's fair play, right? Oh. Oh, well, good job by Louis. I don't want to be a hater. I think Louis plays fantastic. I've known him for many years. He, my first encounter with Louis Demarco, we were in a regional tour event in Louisville at the Q. I want to say it's called the Q Club back then. I'm not even sure it's still open. And he was there in some one-pocket action while we were playing in our tour stop. Many, many years ago, and I don't want to go into details of that. He also runs Railbirds, which is a like a pro shop at Rail Yard in Louisville. So he does queue work, and he's just a really nice guy. Also, his girlfriend Michelle is our newest board member for the WPBA, so shout out to Michelle. Yeah, so Torture put into the chat Kristina's path throughout the Derby City. She won 9-0, 9-1. She lost 3rd round, 5-9 to Joshua Filler, won 9-0, and then 9-4 last night. When I say to you that these ladies are crushing it, I am not exaggerating. Pia and Kristina and April are just showing their class for sure. I mean, Kristina is the world #1 ranked female player right now. So she has every right to be in this event and be competing. All right, so I don't know if she got him, if Louis can see this 2 ball or not. Nice safety. I think he may have left the window, though. And the 2-6 may very well go. It may be wired to this bottom left-hand corner pocket. If you guys see the table moving in your view, swaying just a little bit, it's not the table. They're not on a cruise ship. They're at the Caesars Casino in southern Indiana. It's the cameras are mounted on the lights behind them and next to them. And so sometimes I think when their ventilation system kicks on, the cameras will start to sway just a tiny bit. All right, nice shot by Kristina. She is playing her little heart out. She's been playing so well. All right, so she's probably going to shoot this forward, draw the cue ball back. She can accept a little bit longer shot on the 5. She doesn't have to be perfectly in the window. But she's going to get back out to the center of the table. That's a great shot. There's a Jeremy Seaman sighting to the right-hand corner of your view. He is playing Fedor Gorst at the moment. So it looks as though Kristina and Fedor are playing right next to each other, right in front of each other. All right, this 9-ball, Kristina to take the lead, 2-1 in this race to 9 at the Derby City Classic. Kristina will be breaking. This is a winner break format. Round 7, the 9-ball division. If you want to check out the brackets, it's not really a bracket. They're calling it a viewer because of the way it works here at Derby City Classic. So what they do is they put all the names out there. They draw the matches. Every round is a complete redraw. And the amount of rounds changes based on how many players buy back in. It is not technically a double elimination. It's actually a single elimination unless you buy back into the event. You get one buyback. So Kristina and Louis have both already used their buyback. So whoever wins this match will advance and whoever loses is going home. All right, so I don't know what their discussion is, but we're going to check out the other matches that are going on in the room at the moment. Some of the score lines. Looks like Skyward has tied up his match with Francesco Candela, 7-7. Chris Reinhold is playing Gregorio Sanchez. Chris is up 3-1. Pia Filler and Mark Vidal have not started yet, but their match has been called. Fedor Gorst is up 3-0 over Jeremy Seaman, the Michigan player. Derek Pogorski is still in this event. He's also from Michigan. They call him Ann Arbor Derek. He's done some commentary with us here at the WPBA. He's 1-1 with Gary Gullett. Joshua Filler is getting ready to play Mickey Kraus. Jeff DeLuna is playing Clay Davis. John Mora's up 2-0 over Raid Shabib. Moritz Newhausen is getting ready to play Lucas Francos Werner. So lots of good stuff going on around the room here at the Derby City Classic. Yes, Michelle, there you are. I've been waiting for you to get in the chat. Yes, they are both house pros at the rail yard as well. So if you're in the Louisville area, make sure you reach out. You've got great options to choose from for lessons. You could just get a lesson from each of them, right? And Fedor. So there's that. All right, that cue needs to get all the way down to the end rail in order to now allow Louis any ability to cue. Try to get back down table for the 2. This is tough. He's going to have to elevate his cue. He's going to really dig in with some draw here. He needs to slide it past the side pocket from this shot here. Oh, he did do that. Fortunately, he missed the 1. I think he's going to get away with that. I think he might have. Cue ball was great. Just missed the shot. I'm not sure how much of the 1 Kristina can see. Good morning, Ed. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, April did still have her buyback, I thought. So I don't think she had lost yet. I've been following her path pretty closely. Okay, so maybe April did not have her buyback. Let's see if I can. Okay, so April did not have her buyback. I must have missed a match. Who did she play? She won against Mary Goodman, Michael McNeil, Johan Utsi, Brett Snowden. Oh, okay. So she ended up losing to Chuck Roth last night, and apparently I missed that. I didn't think she lost that match. Okay, so April still, though, out of 500 players, she finishes 25th at the Derby City Classic. Jeff. Hi, Jeff Williams. Yeah, you know I'm streaming Kristina. Like, whether I like bringing the content for the ladies to the WPBA page, just because we like supporting each other at the WPBA. So there's that. Yeah, she lost 2 in a row. I didn't realize she lost to Chuck last night. I thought she beat Chuck. All right, Kristina back at it, trying to extend her lead here. She really wants to be mindful where she leaves the cue. It's very important, specifically because she's got to get from one end of the table to the other. Yeah, 25th place is not, it's nothing to hold your head down for. Absolutely. April has played exceptional in this event, and that's a money round, so she's getting paid. This is tough because Kristina cannot reach this shot. This is, we have short people issues, her and I. We're both like 5'3". So I know exactly what's happening here. She's going to have to grab her extension, and she may even need a bridge. We'll see. She's really going to be stretched out for this. You can see she's got her extension on, and she's still holding way, way back on it. Not a problem. She's going to be able to draw through the ball. That added weight from the extension also gives her the ability to put a little something on it. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for saying good morning as well. All right. This 9-ball to extender lead. Kristina Tkach, the crystal. So the races at Derby City remain the same. They don't extend for the finals. But what, if you go into the finals and you still have a buyback, that's where it changes. It all depends on whether or not you have a buyback. But the race remains the same. All right, Kristina Tkach, 3-1 over Louis Demarco. It's like they could have played this match at home. They're both house pros for the same pool room. All right, Kristina Tkach to break. They are using the Outsville template rack for the 9-ball here at Derby City Classic. They are the rack sponsor for this event. They are also, they were our rack sponsor at the WPBA for quite a few years. All right, so lost the cue ball a little bit. Doesn't make anything on the break, but looks as though she's left not much to shoot at for Louis. He may be able to see this one, but I think it tucked under the 2 enough that he's probably not able to pocket it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. We also have over 400 people watching. If you guys could hit the thumbs up button for me, I'd really appreciate that. We like those algorithms to be more matchy-matchy. It's not a necessity, but definitely would help us out. We appreciate it. All right, so I think she's got the window for this one. It may be tight. She may only have the right side of the pocket, but I think she has the window. She's going to have to shoot this ball very smooth. No body movement whatsoever. Beautiful shot. Now she's going to have to come with a stroke. I'm not sure if she's fallen straight on this 2 or not. But if not, she can go to this bottom short rail and back up table for the 3. It's tough. If she's straight at all, it definitely changes the trajectory of the cue ball. Yeah, that's a tough one. She might slap this ball in. Oh, nope, she did not. All right, so Louis got a really clean starting look at the table. So we had 4 ladies from the WPBA in this event. 3 are still in it. Oh, well, no, 2 are still in it. Pia Filler and Kristina Tkach. Both of them are still chugging along. It's a beautiful pool. Allison has some stuff going on with her arms, so she actually just withdrew from Iron City, which is our next event. Next week, actually. And but we're sending her good love. We're hoping she comes out of this better than she was when she went into it, and As far as the rest of the ladies, usually Brittany Bryant and Kristina Zliteva and a few of the other ladies come to this event, but I know for a fact that Kristina Zliteva is busy getting Iron City her home pool room around for us to be there next week. So it's a little difficult to do all the things, but she's a busy bee. I know Kristina Zliteva has had some nice runs here at the Derby City as well. Yes, Emily Duddy will be at Iron City also. There's a whole list if you want to go to WPBA on Facebook. There's a whole list of players that will be there. It's an 80-player field. It's 2 stages, so there'll be one stage that starts on Wednesday. 16 players will advance out of that to the top 32 seeded players for the final stage. We'll start streaming on Friday. This is a real nice shot. She hits that beautiful. That one deserves the snaps. Good shot. All right, so Louis probably going to jump. Now the good thing is for Louis that if he's able to pocket this 5, the cue ball is probably naturally going towards the right line of the 6, so that's good. Yeah, the final stage starts on Friday, Ed. All right, so he does make clean connection. 5's going to leak in front of the side pocket. Kristina has a real good opportunity to extend her lead from this point. Just going to draw it back. Nice stroke. Great shot by Kristina. She's just going to decide if, do I just stop it? Can I draw it back a little bit? You see her walk behind her 7 ball and look at the line from the 7 to the 8. That's how she decides what position she'd like to play. Okay, a couple inches of draw. Not sure if she can just stun this ball, causing separation between the cue and the 9, or if she's going to draw it back to shoot the 9 in the same pocket. All right, so she was able to just stun that ball over, shooting the 9 in the top right corner pocket to extend her lead, 4-1 over Louis Demarco. All right, nice rack right there for Kristina. Little back and forth action, great safety on the 5, giving her a real opportunity to dig in the game count over Louis Demarco. For those of you guys who are new to the WPBA Billiards page, please make sure you subscribe. You hit the little bell icon. That will allow you to make the choice to get notified whenever we go live. What a great break. Absolutely phenomenal break by KT. At this point in the event, it is highly likely that Kristina will run into Fedor if she continues at the pace that she is at the moment. I'm sure that'll be a difficult match for everyone to watch. Yeah, she's broken the balls just absolutely beautifully. All right, so she played that with just a tiny bit of left-hand spin. Nice speed, great pace around the table. And I was saying this during April's match. If you watch the ladies of the WPBA, you can tell that they're very comfortable in a shot clock situation because their normal pace, this is not a shot clock match. There is no timekeeper for this match. But their pace at the table is so steady and consistent. I would say that a lot of that has to do with I think a lot of that has to do with just this, the consistency of what we do with the WPBA. Yes, I seen that, Jeff, that Pia is playing as well. So many good matches for these girls. I'm so proud of them. Pia's up 3-0. It's a nice start for Pia. Sorry, guys. Eva's saying good morning. She likes to talk to the neighbors. Oh, boy. That's brutal. All right, so she overcut that 7 just a tiny bit and has left the 7 in the pocket. Now, she did have good position on the 9. Unfortunately, she's left the 7 right in the jaws, so Louis is very likely to make this jump. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, I'm remoting in to do the commentary here, so unfortunately my dog, she likes to make a presence. She is a King Corso puppy. She's just a little under 2 years old, so she's very verbal, though. She likes to talk to everyone. All right, and this 9 ball, side pocket. Louis Demarco winning that rock. Kristina had a great break there. I really thought she was on her way out. Probably should have been. Just overcut the 7 a tiny bit and allowed Louis to get, attempt to get back in this match. This is winner breaks. 9 on the spot. Break from the break box. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond with the WPBA. She's got to make a decision here. She can play this with a high ball and go 2 rails around and back out. I don't know if she can smooth stroke it, miss the 5. We'll see what she chooses to do here. She's got to get back on that purple 4. She ends up missing the shot. This is what Louie needs to get back in the match, though, or a couple mistakes from Kristina. So, cueing funny, bridging over the 4 like that, probably very uncomfortable. Okay, so he's going to probably play to come underneath the 6 and get on the 4. I don't know if he can get back across 1 reel. Yeah, he ended up missing the ball. And I'm not sure if the 3 tucked under the orange 5 or not. Kristina's definitely looking at it. So another shot where Kristina's going to have to go forward and 2 rails out of the corner. Ugh, it's just so tough. You fall a little straight on these balls and they become much more difficult to pocket and play position, right? So she got a little fortunate there. I think she's left not a lot for Louie. Okay, so Louie does have to kick at the 3. He doesn't make a good hit. Kristina's like, okay, I'm gonna make this 3. Now, this is a little more difficult here because he pushed the 5 towards the right long rail when he missed the 3. So getting position and getting into the window of the 4, even with ball in hand, she's got some traffic, right? So had the 5 stayed out in the middle, this wouldn't be as difficult. But now that the 5's there, she has to be really careful and make sure she finds the window. She'll probably come between the 7 and the 5. That's the goal. Just like that. She needs the cue to slow down. Oh, that's very frustrating. Getting to this 4 ball has been a problem from the last 3 shots. All right, so everyone, I apologize. It looks as though the stream is a little laggy. Let me see if I can refresh the camera view for you guys. Maybe that'll help. All right, so there we go. We're back in action. We did have to refresh. A lot of times when they first turn the system on in the mornings, it can be a little laggy. All right, another good opportunity for Louie here. Let's see if he can get himself back in this match. He's really got to pay attention to where the cue ball goes for the 5 in order to get back down for the 6. I feel as though he's fine. He wants to come under the 8. I guess he doesn't have to. He can stay above it if he'd like. We'll draw. Maybe some draw right hand. All right, so he hits it way too thick. He knew it right away. He saw the way it came off the ball. And you seen him stand up and kind of look out to the side like, oh my goodness, what did I just do? But that is, as pool players, we all been there. We know exactly that feeling. As soon as you strike the ball, you know exactly what has happened. So he's going to play a safety. He's got to miss the 8, try to get the cue under the 7. Ooh, just a hair off. That's a great safety. An absolutely great safety by Kristina. So it sounded like maybe Louis had a bit of a miscue there. Kristina's got to work this out. She may accept a bit longer shot, just rolling the 6 in, maybe with a high left-hand spin so the cue ball kills off the bottom rail. So she doesn't want to go too far to the left side of the table simply because of the 9 ball. She can really spin it around and try to get perfect if she'd like. She looks like she is putting a drastic amount of right-hand spin on this ball. She's going to spin it all the way around and take the short side shape on the 7. Probably would have liked it to come in a little deeper than that, but she should be fine. Well, and if she doesn't like it, she can play a safety. She doesn't have to be offensive. She can play those 2 rails to get underneath the 8 and play the 8 in the side pocket. Cue ball's going a little fast. All right. No, she may have to accept a longer shot on the 9. But ultimately, it's a personal choice by Kristina, a preference. Play this with a high ball. Yeah, she's just going to accept a longer shot on the 9. I think that was a very smart play on Kristina's part. All right, folks, that's clean living right there. Clean living. All right, Kristina Tkach, 5-2 over Louis Demarco. I don't know if Louis is taking a break. Looks as though he is. Let's go check out the scores in the other part of the room. Pia Filler's up 3-2 over Mark Vidal. Let's see where that's at. Table 10. We'll come back to Kristina and Louis here in just a second. Let's go check on Pia. Scores 3-2. Pia is at the table. Pia is also a Predator-sponsored player. She's a top 10 player for the WPBA as well. She most recently won the Capital City Invitational. And I was kind of checking out what was going on around the room. Yeah, and as far as breaks are concerned, I'm not really sure how that works, if there's any specific rules. If you could take a break on your opponent's break or not. But to be fair, if it's winner breaks and you're getting beat, it's probably not your break, right? At the table. So how do you really, take a break if they're on a run on you? You know that people use their breaks to get reacclimated and reset for the match. And of course, you want to use it a little bit in your favor. If someone's beating you pretty bad or you're giving away racks, you do want to ice them. I hate saying that, but it's true. Right? Isn't that part of it? All right, so Pia Filler sitting nicely on the 7 ball. All right, so she did pocket that 7. Cue ball needs to slow down for the 8. And we're going to have to go back to our feature match between Kristina Tkach and Louis Demarco. Too many Kristinas here. What's going on? Got a ton of girls on tour with the same name. All right, and this 9 ball to extend her lead 4-2 over Mike Vidal. All right, guys, we're going to go back to our feature matchup. Not sure if Louis is back to the table just yet. Score is 5-2 in favor of the Crystal. Thank you guys for watching. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you're watching WPBA Billiards on YouTube at the Derby City Classic.
Martinez, the table 20. Kirsten Martinez, the table 20. 0 o'clock, Kirsten Martinez.
All right, so it looks as though Louis may be back, but Kristina decided to take her break. Maybe she needed to use the restroom. Seeing a question in the chat as far as how many women are still in this event. At the moment, it is 2. Kristina Tkach, the Crystal, who you're watching right now, and Pia, the Killer Filler. They are both still in this event. I think Pia may still have her buyback. I'm going to check into that. I thought she did, but I also thought April did, so I might have missed something last night. But the Crystal here and Louis are both on their last leg, so neither of them have a buyback option any longer, and the winner advances, the loser's going home. April Larson just completed her tournament and finished 25th in this event. So shout out to April Larson, the grinder. Pia Filler does still have a buyback, ladies and gentlemen, so she is still just toughing it out. All right, so unfortunately for Kristina, she did not get under the orange 5 on that safety play. So Louis does come to the table with a very clean starting shot on the 1. Now he may have to play this ball with follow, go all the way forward and get under that 8-9. I don't know that he has enough that he can stun it over for the 2, so he may have to just roll all the way forward. Like that. He's going to hit the end rail, slow down the cue ball. Hopefully he doesn't get under the 9. He has to make a decision if he's going to play for the 3 in the corner or come all the way down and play for the 3 in the side pocket. You've seen him just go look and see where he needed to be with his cue ball for the 3 ball. Definitely a preference. I do think the 3 goes in this bottom left-hand corner, though. All right, so nice shot by Louis there. Ball's real nice in that window. Just a little pinch draw stroke. Stun it over just like that. Draw this ball back for the 5 ball. Definitely needs to commit to this rack. He doesn't want to allow Kristina to get too much further ahead of him and score. So 1 rail forward. He could use a little angle on the 8, so that's okay. And he's falling a little straight. He'll probably just go ahead and slide draw this ball back past the side pocket, shooting the 9 in the top left. Nice touch by Louis there. Score is going to be 5-3 with Louis breaking. All right, guys, I went ahead and pulled back the surround noise for the actual event room. Someone gave me the heads up, so just in case we have some craziness going on. There's lots of testosterone flying through the room, I guess. At the moment, everybody's pretty heated, so we want to make sure we don't catch anything crazy. um, I was appreciate the heads up, just so everyone knows. As well as copyright issues. If someone were to play the music, we would have to make sure that it couldn't be heard in the background sound. I know it's difficult. We like to hear the balls moving around the room, but in this particular situation, and the fact that we stream to YouTube, we have to be very careful of what kind of content and sound is going out to the masses. We don't want to get copyright infringements. That would not work out well for us. Score is currently 5-3 with the Crystal in the lead over Louis Demarco. Both of them are house pros for Rail Yard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky. So they're very familiar with each other. I'm sure they've played each other numerous times. All right, nice touch by Louis there. He's trying to settle in. Kristina has come out very strong in this match. Gotten a few fortunate rolls. Louis as well, but just not had a lot of opportunities at the table that were clean. All right. He's going to go one rail back out to the center of the table. Good shot by Louis there. All right. I feel like he's on the wrong side of this 7. No drama. Spare change. No drama. Just a lot of testosterone, right? We're getting towards the late stages of this event, and guys carry themselves sometimes a little differently than the ladies, so I was just given the warning to turn the background sound down. I'm guessing someone's not happy about how they're playing. I don't really know exactly, but just given a warning, so I'm taking heed. All right. He's going to roll it in and accept the longer shot on the 8. This is a full-on test for Louis. Obviously, he can make this ball. There's no question. But you have to accept the shot when you're behind in the count. It can be a little daunting. All right, so he hits it. Great. Snaps for Louis Demarco on a great shot on the 8 ball. You can see that pumped him up quite a bit. All right, score is 5-4 in favor of the Crystal, but Louis Demarco making a run. It is his break. All right, so Gorse is up 5-3 over Michigan's Jeremy Seaman. Jeremy did make a push back, and at one point it was 3-3. Chris Reinhold is up 7-6 over Gregorio Sanchez. Brandon Schuff and Nicholas DeLeon are at 5s. Pia Filler and Mark Vidal are 4-4. She's in a tough, heated battle. Jeff DeLuna is 4-2 over Clay Davis. Moritz Newhausen and Lucas Francos Werner are sitting at threes. Tyler Steyer and Brandon Thomas are getting ready to start. Skylar Woodward is 2-0 over Lee Van Corteza. That's a tough match. Mika Immonen is 2-0 over Francesco Candela. Shane Wolford is 1-1 with William Butler. Tim DeRuiter and Gerson Martinez are getting ready to play. Jeff Beckley and Shane Van Boning are currently playing. SVB is up 2-0 over, I believe, Indiana. Indiana's Jeff Beckley. So lots of action still in the room. All right, good solid break there by Louie. Thanks, Kenny and Ash. Thanks for watching, guys. Filler beat Mickey Kraus 9-0. Somebody said in the chat. That's pretty sporty. Well, Filler hasn't had any real deep runs in the other events yet at Derby, except he did make it to the finals of the Bigfoot Challenge. So Filler's probably looking to get himself a little higher on the list, try to get a banner. He's got one more shot at it. All right, so he overhit that a tiny bit. You see him put his hand up like, slow down, ball, slow down. But he should be fine. He's just going to play this with a high ball, maybe a little bit of right hand spin just to kill the cue ball off the first rail. You see him readjust, get back up and look at his point of contact again. That's what you're supposed to do, ladies and gentlemen. When you're uncomfortable on a shot, you need to stand back up, reassess the situation, make sure that you are lining up properly into the shot line, and get back down over the ball. Go all the way back through your pre-shot routine and start over. All right, nice shot there. I think he's fine. I mean, even if he has to make a severe cut on the 7, I think he's okay. He doesn't want to play the 6 off the 7, I wouldn't think, simply because the 7's already in front of a pocket. If he accidentally makes it off the 7, he's got to be really careful. Maybe he will play it off the 7 and push the 7 towards the left-hand pocket. Oh, no, he was fine. Perfectly fine. I felt like there was like he was just too straight or something. He hit it great. All right, one rail back out. He didn't even use the rail, just accepted the angle. Louis Demarco's moving faster around the table. Looks like he's setting himself into his own rhythm. All right, he's got an extreme cut on this 9 ball to tie up the match. And a nice break and run there by Louis Demarco. We haven't seen Kristina at the table in a couple racks. Winner break format does tend to happen. Someone can definitely shut down their opponent. Kristina's definitely hoping that doesn't happen, but it can. And Louis Demarco is very, very capable. A few years back, I went to the Iron City Open in Birmingham, Alabama, at Iron City Billiards, which is where we're headed to next. This was not a WPBA event. It was an open event, and I played in the open division. I ended up getting top female in that event, but and bottom cash. But it was a really cool event, and I happened to be playing in a match right next to Louis and Jonathan Pinniger, who they call him Hennessy. And Hennessy continued to take restroom breaks over and over again. And Louis was just so very frustrated. So very frustrated. You could just see it on his face, and I was like, well, just tell him to stop. And he's like, you can't tell him to do anything. All right, so a good starting shot. She made it through that pack of balls nicely. Kristina's definitely going to have to resettle, regroup, and get back into her own rhythm after sitting for a few racks. That can be tough to do, but this is Kristina's job, so shouldn't take her too long to climatize back into her own natural pace at the table. All right, so nice stop shot. She can even stun it a little bit if she wants. Stun it forward an inch or so. Yeah, good shot. She's likely to go 2 rails around, maybe even 3. Come to the right side of this 5 ball here at the bottom of the table. She doesn't quite dig into that shot as much as she probably needed to. What I mean by that is hitting that 4 just a tiny bit fatter so it drags further onto that top short rail. She could have really dug into that a bit more. All right, nice touch there. Oh, she didn't want to bump the 6. Uh-oh. All right. So she does bump the 6. She's letting the person on the table to our left, which, oh, it's Skylar Woodward. She's letting Sky go ahead and shoot. Captain of USA's Moscone Cup team, who is also in this event still. Oh, and it gets there. Wiped its feet a little on the way in, but definitely a great shot by Kristina. She is fighting hard. These ladies, I mean, the farther you get into this event, the tougher these opponents are going to be. And so from here on out, Kristina and Pia have their hands full. It's going to be a fight to the end. All right, so she's going to draw this around, draw it to the right long rail and back across just like that. She doesn't want to be queuing over the 9 though, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable. So she is awkwardly queuing over the 9. She'll probably just go ahead, put a little draw on this 8, suck it to the side rail, and accept the shot on the 9. She didn't. She went all in. That's when you know someone's comfortable. Very good shot by Kristina. She could have made that, just taken the simpler shot there, but she trusted through her stroke, and a fantastic shot. Nice out there by Kristina. Even once getting a little out of line on the 6, she made a very nice bank to get back into it. All right, so the score is 6-5. Kristina Tkach over Louis Demarco. So Fedor Gorst has extended his lead over Jeremy Siemens 6-3. Pia has also taken the lead in her match. She's up 5-4 over Mark Vidal. Moritz Neuhausen is pushing forward over Lucas Frankos-Werner 5-3. John Mora is down in his match to Raid Shabib. Shabib is up 7-3 over John Mora. Skylar Woodward's up 3-2 over Lee Van Corteza. Looks like Lee Van is fighting back. Brandon Thomas, he's from our part of the country as well. He's up 1-0 over Tyler Steyer. And Wolford is leading 3-1 over William Butler. Jeff Beckley's fighting hard. He's tied at twos with Shane Van Boning. So lots of good action going on. If you don't have the pay-per-view, you can purchase it. Go to Digital Pool, check out the bracket. Somewhere in the overview of the bracket, there's the details on where to purchase. If you decide to purchase the stream, please use LFR in your discount code. I don't know if the discount is still available, but it would help to show that you are being sent their way by us. Thank you so much. But you can't watch the finals on any other channel, so you have to purchase the pay-per-view to watch the finals of the Banks, One Pocket, and 9-ball. All right, good starting shot on the 1. All right, Kristina has a chance here. Looks like the 4 is tied to the 9. They are wired. The rack is underneath them. I don't know if the 4 goes past the 9, but Kristina doesn't seem to be too concerned. She definitely looked at it. I think she'll make more of a decision on which pocket she wants to shoot the 4 in once she gets to the 3 and sees how she lands there. If the 4 goes in the same pocket as the 3, she can just draw this and slide over to the right. All right, so by bumping that, she shot the 9 towards the 6. I'm not sure if she can, she may have to come under this 6. She's definitely in a bit of a spot. She may opt to play for the safety, but she may be able to come underneath it and just shoot it up table. I don't know how much angle she has here. This 4 is a little straight. We'll see what she opts to do. All right, so she doesn't bump the 6. I don't know if it goes clean. She may be able to throw it to the pocket, but she would have to accept a very long shot on the 8. She may opt to cross over and stick the cue under the 9 and bank the 6 up table. She has a couple different ways she can go about this. We'll see if she can shoot the 6 cleanly. Yeah, so she had to play the safety. This is going to end real nicely. Very good shot by Kristina. You know what, guys? For those who have questions about the finals, I actually can pull a graphic up in between racks. We'll go and check that out. I have an events graphic, so we'll pull that up and look here after this. No worries. We'll get you the information that you need. Wow. Wow. That was a great shot by Louis Demarco. He needed it, that's for sure. He needed that shot. He does have a very steep cut on the 8. Great shot on the jump. Fantastic shot. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, another good shot by Louis. This 9-ball to tie the matchup. All right, Louis Demarco, Kristina Tkach, 6-6 in this race to 9 at the Derby City Classic 9-ball division. These guys are in the top 24 of the event, I believe. If any of you are new to the WPBA Billiards page on YouTube, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. We've got another event starting Friday. We'll be at Iron City Billiards in Birmingham, Alabama for the Olhausen Iron City Invitational. All right, so Louis lost the rock there. Kristina comes to the table with ball in hand. Pretty open table here. She's got to be precise. I think that she's got to be pretty precise here, getting from the 4 to the 5. But other than that, it looks pretty good. She can play the 5 in the right-hand side pocket, which leads nicely to the 6, but she definitely wants to make sure that she lands well on the 5. I would say that was a key ball here. A little flat on the 4, but that's all right. She's got enough angle that she can go to the rail and back out. She may go all the way to the short rail and back out here. We'll see. Just like that. She doesn't want too much angle on the 5, although, you know, she could play the 6 for the side, but it does go in the top left corner as well. Nice touch by Kristina. Proper side of the 6, getting her naturally down for the 7. Nice touch, keeping the cue ball from the rail. She may have fallen a little straight on the 7, but that's all right. Needs to make a decision here. And she needs to have a little bit of angle on the 8 to get from the 8 to the 9. So these 3 balls will put Kristina back in the lead. All right, so she fell a little bit funny on this 8. Shouldn't be a huge deal. She's got such a nice touch with these shots. She just pocket in the side. Play with a little bit of draw. The cue ball is going to naturally come over for the 9 in the top right. Good shot. And this 9 ball to take the lead again. Lots of back and forth action. I feel as though when we get to the 6 mark, this is when someone excels. They could go all the way to the end, though. You know, they could go down to the wire for both of them. All right, Kristina Tkach, 7-6 over Louis Demarco. All right, so just checking on scores, and it looks like Mark Vidal has taken the lead over Pia Filler. He was down 5-4. Now he's up 7-5. So he probably put a little 3-pack on Pia. That's tough action. Mark plays very well. I mean, so does Pia, about right. But with winter breaks, you just never know. Fedor Gorst is up 7-4 over Michigan's Jeremy Seaman. Brandon Schuff is up 8-6 over Nick DeLeon. Skylar Woodward has taken a bit of a lead over Lee Van Corteza, 5-2. Wolford is up 6-1 on a terror over William Butler. And Shane Van Bonen has taken the lead over Jeff Beckley, 3-2. Kristina Tkach to break. All right. The 9 on the spot. Break got her. So she has broken dry. Louis has an opportunity here to tie this match back up. Nothing's really tied up. The 3 and the 4 are close together. 3 is in the pocket, though, so he should be fine to be able to manipulate around the 4 and get shape on it. Now, he may be able to just roll this 2 in and stay under the 4 ball. Just like that. You see he comes down here and he's looking. You can see, if you watch the players, you can see what their, by body movement, what their plans are. But one thing watching good players does is teach you exactly what you should be doing every shot. All right, so that bounced up a little bit. I think he would have preferred to stay tighter to the rail, but it'll work. He still got a clean shot on the 3, coming back out for the 4 in the same pocket. He's looking because the 5 does go in the side. I don't know if he'll go for that or if he'll just accept one rail back out to the center. All right, got a little tap-tappy. On the 9, held the cue ball there. And the 6, I do believe, goes in the side as well. It's a bit trickier. And if he has any angle at all, he's going to be going away from the 7. So this is going to be a very important shot in this rack. He may be banking the 6. Personally, with this rack, this match being as tight as it is, and Louis being behind in the count, I don't know if I would have risked it all on a bank shot. Obviously, I'm not playing, so who am I to say? But as a connoisseur of the game, I watch a lot of pool, and I don't know if it might have been safer for him to find a safety there. At least give himself a fighting chance. Going all offensive in that situation is and could be punishing. All right, nice shot by Kristina. These 2 balls to get on the hill for Kristina Tkach, the crystal. We got a little Fedor Gore sighting. He just wants to be on the same stream with Kristina, that's all. He feels left out. I'm kidding, by the way. Nice touch by Kristina. She's going to draw it under. She can go up to the corner, or she can play this 9 in the side. She's very likely to just roll it into the side pocket. But she can go up table if she'd like. Kristina Tkach, the crystal on the hill, ladies and gentlemen, 8-6 over Louis Demarco. All right, Kristina Tkach to break. She is on the hill, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the dry break. It's a punisher. Telling you this 9 on the spot is definitely tough action. It's just such a different format and style from what we're used to. And although I know Kristina has had lots of practice and she spends, obviously her life with Fedor, she is very familiar with the technique on how to break these racks. And you've seen it. She's had a couple nice break and runs throughout the match. But it's just really inconsistent. And I think that was one of the reasons why WNT put it into play, because you see a little bit more back and forth action with the guys because there's no guarantee that they're going to make something on the break. They're starting to perfect it, but it's still definitely leaves a lot up in the air. Nice touch by Louis. He's trying to get back in this match. He's got to take some of those games back from the Crystal. She is trying to close out the deal here. This is round 7 at the Derby City Classic. All right, Louis on it. You can see it. I mean, he's striking the ball with a lot of power. You can tell he's very, very determined. Um, he may have to just accept this. I mean, he can go forward with it. He looks like he's putting a lot of inside spin on this 7. He is to kill the cue ball. Now, personally, I think he could have gotten in the same position with draw. Just drew to this left long rail, but that's all right. Everybody's got their own way and how they move about the table. Whatever's right for you is right for you, right? Um, but he needs these 2 balls to get to 7 against the Crystal. Nice touch, nice shot. 2 rails out for the 9 in the exact same pocket. You guys think she's making him sweat? All right, there we go, folks. 8-7. Kristina Tkach to lead, but Louis Demarco's breaking, trying to tie this match up and make us a hill thriller. I'm going to check in on our girl, Pia, see how that's going. Pia Filler. Mark Vidal is on the hill, ladies and gentlemen. 8-6 over Pia. Pia still does have her buyback. I did check on that, just so everyone knows. She's not out of this event. She just may have to buy back and add a little more money to the pot, right? If you guys are not already subscribed to our channel, please take just a second to subscribe to WPBA Billiards on YouTube. That way you will always be notified when we go live. We're going to be next week at the WPBA Olhausen Iron City Invitational with our top 32 ranked players in attendance, -1, Allison Fisher. But it's going to be a great event. It's a 2-staged event, 80 ladies coming in Stage two or stage one, 16 players. There'll be 48 players. 16 of them will advance out of that and come into the final stage bracket with the top 32 seeded players. All right, so he does make a ball on the break. Doesn't look as though he's got much to start with, just a safety. He's going to bank that one out, try to stick the cue to the 7. All right, so he doesn't get it stuck to the 7, but he definitely gets it down table, and Kristina doesn't have a shot. She's looking at the jump. She's very capable. She's got to get up quick and stay up in the air because there's 2 balls to get over. No, I think he's okay. I think he can pocket the 1. He's clearly got it all. I think he just has to be really mindful of the 7 right there. Oh, let's go, KT. Let's go. He knows that he could be in trouble here. This isn't. Kristina's on the hill. This is a big rack. He managed to break open the balls that were a little bit of trouble. So Kristina needs to stay steady Eddie here. Pocket the 1. Get to the rail and back out to the center of the table. She wants to shoot this nice and smooth with no deceleration. She missed the ball. Uh-oh. Now we'll see if Louis is once again going to stay offensive like he did with the 6 ball a couple racks ago. If that's his style, then that's his style. Nothing wrong with that. Louis is a great player. He may be able to bring the cue ball around 1, 2, 3 rails for the 2 in the side. Nice shot. Well, he falls straight on it. He can shoot it up in the corner. And actually, the 4, because he bumped those balls. All right, oh my goodness, this is about to be a hill game. My anxiety's through the roof. All right. So the 2 drawback, the 4 goes in the side pocket. He does have to be in a good window of it, though. I'm not sure. To be fair, if he does have to back cut the 4 into the side, the cue ball could very easily bump into the 7, 8. Opening those balls up a little bit, which would make them easier going forward. We'll just see what he chooses to do here. All right, so he's going to go for the cut on the 4, using the 8-7 to stop the cue. As long as he doesn't hit it with too much pace so that the 8-7 go in and start messing with things, you know, he should be fine. I think we're getting ready to see a hill rack. Just like that. I like that. He played at a decent pace. Fell a little bit straight on this 5. I think he has just enough angle maybe to come forward and get off the rail, but if not, he may have to accept a steep cut on the 6. I would rather see him pocket the ball and accept the tougher shot on the 6 than to miss the 5 ball trying to get perfect position. Yeah, he knows it. He knows he's fallen slightly flat on this 5 ball. I mean, it's just too straight, right? And he may be able to go. The pockets are tight, deep shelves of the diamonds. This is a tough shot. Like I said, I would almost rather see him take a little bit tougher shot on the 6 than to try to get perfect and miss the 5. All right, so he's going to roll this ball forward and accept a little bit tougher shot on the 6. Nothing wrong with that. He actually got there well. I think probably a little better than he anticipated. That's right. Take your medicine sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. This worked out beautifully, actually. I don't know if he's got any angle going, maybe a slight angle going to the left-hand long rail. He may be able to just pinch this. If he doesn't have enough angle, he can just draw it an inch or two and take the cut on the 7. Yeah, he's able to get to the rail. That's good. Good shot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're getting ready to see a hill thriller. Louis's been fighting this whole match. That says a lot about Louis, to be honest. Choo-wee. He's probably like, thank you, Jesus. Right. That's right. Hill, ladies and gentlemen. We're in it. Hill thriller, folks. Hill thriller. So he does make one on the break. And he does have a starting shot on the 1. Looks like he can cue easily, so that's good. He's got to play this one up table, roll the cue. Oh, he's playing the safety. Ooh, what a bully. What a bully. All right, so Kristina, she's got to make a good one here. This is interesting. She's either got to kick and get safe or kick and pocket it. That's tough action. Nobody wants to be in this spot, hill. Two rails to come underneath it. Just like that. She's going to kick it up table. She does have to catch a rail, and she has. I'm not sure if that, when he played that safety, if that 2 tucked under the 4 just enough to make that difficult getting on it in the side pocket. Yeah, he's shaking his head a little. That safety kind of tied that up a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. He may be able to cross over and bank it, but we'll have to see what Demarco chooses to do. All right, Pia Filler still grinding it out. Mark Vidal is 8-7 over Pia Filler. Like I said, Pia still has her buyback, so no matter what happens, Pia's not out of this event. Kristina, on the other hand, both of these players do not have a buyback, so one of them is being eliminated. Another good safety. Froze her right up to that ball. Right up to the 4. Who's being very cautious now that they're hill. I don't blame him. I mean, I think that's, you got to do what you got to do to make yourself comfortable in these situations. And if safety play is your thing, that's what you should do. All right, so Kristina has fouled. Louis has ball in hand. This may be the end of the road for Kristina Tkach, the crystal. Nothing to hold your head down about, that's for sure. If by some chance Louis does get out here, Kristina will have lost to two fantastic players who both of them had to play exceptionally well to beat her. So that says a lot about Kristina anyway. It wasn't like they got a bye round. They had to play. All right, so Louis just going to roll that in. One rail back up for the 6. You can even use 2 if he likes. It's just a preference, but one rail for sure. Oh, he's going to be queuing kind of funny over the 8, although he's close to it. Pia is hill now as well. Someone in the chat said, let's go, Pia. Come on, girl. She must have won that last rack and got it to hill. It says a lot about the ladies too, right? To be down and out or to be down in the count and come back and fight. Just tying the matches up. Like, just exceptional play by the ladies of the WPBA. We are so proud of them. Obviously, because I'm sitting at home streaming their matches to you guys, so you know we're proud. All right, there we go. Nice shot on the 6. He's probably going to need his extension or a bridge. I don't know. Louis tall, though. Like me, I can't reach this, but Louis is a little taller than I am, so. If we can roll over, we'll see what happens here with this match. I'm still praying for a miscue. All right, not going to happen. It looks pretty good for Louis. Oh, he fell a little short on this 8. Got himself a tester. Putting the heat back on himself here. I was joking about the miscue, by the way. I like Louis. He's a really great guy. What do you say, KT? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, he's going to be sick. Whoa. Both the ladies from the WPBA and Hill Thrillers right now, folks. Send out all the good juju. We need all the good energy sent out in the universe for these two. I'm telling you, Kristina's tough as nails. Louis going home, folks. Kristina Tkach with this 9-ball to advance to round 8 at the Derby City Classic. And that's money, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Kristina Tkach, feeding Louis Demarco in a hill thriller. Louis's real mad. I'm going to try to run over real quick. See if we can't catch the end of Pia's rack. Let's go. All right, so I'm not sure what happened, just got here, but it looks like Pia may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pia may have made a ball on the break and then had to play a safety on the 1. That's a good shot. Can you believe it? What a great match by KT. I mean, honestly, Louis is supposed to win there, in my opinion. Like, he made a very small mistake that cost him a very big match, but Kristina played it excellent throughout that entire match. Like, I'm so proud of her. So she's advancing to round 8. We're waiting on Pia here. Pia has played a safety on the 1. Mark Vidal is gonna have to go. Looks like he's going to the air. Everything's pretty open on this table. The 2 is a little tricky, but I mean, I don't know if it shoots past the 6 or not. If he does, it's a half a pocket. Good shot by Mark. Great shot, actually. So for those of you guys who are not familiar, Mark is Sammy Diep's husband. She is a fantastic coach. She won the PBIA Instructor of the Year award, first female to ever do that. She also promoted our event at Felt Billiards in Colorado last season. She is just an amazing human. She's also the coach of Sophia Mast. So they're a whole pool playing family. He's got his hands full with Pia Filler, I know that. Yeah, Louis, as somebody said in the chat, Louis had a great event. He's just such a solid all-around player. That's the one thing about Louis that's so dangerous is that he plays all games well. He's been doing it for a very long time, and you know, I'm sure for both of them as well, it's difficult, right? Because they're great friends. To have to play each other at this depth of the event, like it's tough. You just want to show up and be your best self. So, congratulations to Louis on a great event. We're definitely fans for sure, and we thank him and Michelle and all the help they do with the WPBA as well. All right, this is a really nice safety by Pia. It looks like I think she's got him does she got him doubled up? No, there's a window between the 8 and 9. He probably can kick underneath, in between the 8, 9, and under the 2. Uh, but I don't think he can see the 2. All right, so he's looking at the kick and stick, probably hoping that if he kicks the 2 out, that he doesn't hit the orange 5. on its way down table. And it does. Oh boy. It was a pretty fortunate roll, I think. I don't know. Pia's looking. We'll see if she can see the edge of the blue too. She may have to kick 2 rails underneath it. We'll see. Um, Definitely a tough shot, especially hill hill, right? The score is 8-8. Let me see if I can get the scoreboard pulled up for you guys. Yeah, there it is. Now everyone doesn't feel so lost. So Kristina is going to advance forward. Pia, if she advances through this round, that'll be fantastic. If not, she does have her rebuy. So Pia's still in this tournament. All right, so she's coming into the left long rail. I think making the ball, she really, to be fair, and I think that if the safety is just as hard as the shot, then I think offensive is the way to go, right? Fortune does tend to favor the bold. Unfortunately for Pia, it didn't work out, even though she had a real opportunity at it. Um, but just kicking offensively, in my opinion, was probably the smart shot, just because if the safety's as hard as the shot, you go for the shot. All right, so Mark's sitting real well in this rack. Everything's open. Nothing's too extremely difficult. He's probably just going to roll this ball, and he can even, well, he may have to just stop it. I don't know how much angle he's got on the 3. Yeah, he's just going to stop it. Mark is a very seasoned player, been playing pool a very long time. Jude, not sure on the rounds that are left. Oh my goodness, he just hooked himself. Um, Jude, it depends on how many rounds are left in this event. So, yeah. So really it depends on how many people buy back in and how many people have rebuys. If every rebuy that still is available that gets used, definitely changes how many rounds are left in the event. All right, so he hooked himself, made a solid hit on the 6 ball. Left Pia difficult. She may opt to play a safety here. You're welcome. I see it in the chat. I don't, Sin City. I don't know if I actually said that Mark had his buyback. I think I said I don't know if he has his buyback. I wasn't sure if Mark had his buyback or not, unless I was talking about someone else. I know Pia does. She still has her rebuy. Swish. Oh, come on, ball. Get down there. Oh, tough action. Valiant effort, though. Valiant effort, for sure. I want to say thank you to Desmond O'Reilly, who sent me a tip for coffee. So thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I like my coffee. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to go fill up my cup after this match. Now, after this, guys, we will be rebooting, seeing what the brackets look like, or the rounds, and hopefully we'll be back in action. If we can catch some more action for the ladies, we absolutely will. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel. Okay, so he's back cutting this ball just a tad to the left. Should be fine. Probably play it with some draw. Slide the cue ball to the right. Oh, yep. Tried to go forward with it. These pockets are a little tight. I think sometimes in that situation, the draw is a little more accepting of the ball. But all right, Pia Filler, let's go. The killer in action. Round 7 here at the Derby City Classic 9-ball division. All right, she's going to come under the 9. Oh, boy. All right, so another tester. Oh, you know, you guys ever noticed you can hit every shot just absolutely beautiful, and then you get to the hill game, and all of a sudden, everything's so difficult. Looks like she's probably going to cut this ball in the side pocket. I like that. That allows her to put the cue ball to the bottom, to that, you know, your top short rail there in your view. Just nice, nice, smooth. I think I would focus on just making the ball. Woo, she swishes it. Yay. Woo, Pia Filler. All right. So we've got both our ladies from the WPBA are still in this event. Congratulations to Pia Filler. Kudos, Mark Vidal. You played a great match, and you played one of the best women players in the world. So I'm so excited for Pia, and it's still undefeated going into the next round. So going into the 8th round of the Derby City 9-ball division. We are going to reboot the stream, just so everyone knows. So stay tuned. I'm going to do some checks on the brackets, and we'll see where we're going from there. Make sure that you have hit the bell icon on our page so that you get notified as when we go live. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you're watching WPBA Billiards on YouTube.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and we feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part